Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about how to use IELTS linking words for conclusions in speaking and writing. So, I hope it will help you to increase your band score. Linking words includes both words and phrases. So, let's start. As a result, so it's a linking phrase, and we use that when you have to express that happened because of something. Something happened as a result of something. Suppose you are talking about role of technology or impact of technology, you can use this phrase with this sentence. As a result of growing technology in day-to-day life, the quality of life is increasing. Or you are talking about the country's political or social scenario, or you are writing about something, you can use this linking phrase again. As a result of the government's decisions, students may suffer several financial hardships. So, if you are writing about the young generation or the illegal activities prevailing in the country, so you can also talk about as a result of unemployment, young generations are moving towards illegal activities. Thus, so it's used in the beginning of the sentence. It can be used to link reason with the results. So, for example, you're talking about or you're writing about some birthday party that you have attended. So, you can use this linking word. Thus, their evening began on pleasant note and ended much the same. Thus, the smallest help to others may change their lives. Thus, we enjoyed the birthday party a lot and returned home in a cheerful mood. So, the next linking word for conclusion on our list is consequently. So, it's just like therefore or as a result. So, you can use in one of the paragraphs when you, after writing first, second, or third paragraph, you can talk about consequently. Of course, it's not the last one, but of course, you can use before your last paragraph. Consequently, it made more sense that globalization is a blessing for the human race. Consequently, the philosophy of the author is to be systematic and aware of habit formation for a healthy life. Consequently, excess use of cell phones have adverse impact on physical and mental health. So you can use these sentences while talking about excess use of cell phones or pros and cons of usage of cell phones, or who is your favorite author, or do you think globalization is good, it is a blessing or a curse. So you can use these sentences and this linking word. Due to. Due to is used to present the reason for a noun. So, for example, you're talking about when you are describing your visit to some hotel, and your how you stayed somewhere, how was your experience. You are talking about so many things about what you have done during your visit. Then, in the last, you can say, due to the charismatic natural beauty, the hotel is a center of attraction among tourists. Or if you're writing about population explosion, you can talk about due to the country's overpopulation, the government is unable to provide employment to each citizen. Or if you are talking about or writing about an essay on health issues or health problems, you can use this linking phrase. Due to smoking, health problems are increasing day by day in my country. Therefore, so therefore is a sort of adverb that means for the reason or some sort of cause. So you can say, um, God couldn't be everywhere and therefore he made mothers. Therefore, it can be concluded that the power of political leader is undefined and unlimited. Therefore, the book is a wonderful example of men anxious to improve their circumstances but are unwilling to improve themselves. So, it's a conjugative adverb that can be used for the reason and the cause. As a consequence. So, this is a linking phrase, and you can use it if one thing happens and then another thing happens in consequence, or as a consequence, the second thing happens as a result of the first. Means it's in the form of effect of the first one. So, as a consequence, you can use that. As a consequence of the recent decline in public spending on services such as education has gone virtually unchecked. Or if you are talking about globalization, in the same way, if globalization is a blessing or a curse, you can use this linking phrase. As a consequence of globalization, almost every country benefited from rapid growth and high employment. Or if you're writing an essay on free Wi Fi or talking about the pros and cons of the increasing use of Wi Fi, you can say, as a consequence of free Wi Fi offered by the restaurant, the privacy of the consumer is at high risk. To sum up, so, this linking phrase can be used to sum up, is a sort of summary, you can say. So, while talking about your favorite book, you can say to sum up, the book may be a great help to many countries to boost their economy. Or if somebody is asking you, or the examiner is asking you, who is and why he is your best friend. So, you can talk about the qualities of your best friend, but in the last, you will just summarize it to sum up. His social work, generosity, and intellectuality have made him my role model. Or you can talk about the importance of exercises in your day to day life. You can say, to sum up, for a healthy heart, you must take a regular exercise and stop smoking. The next linking word on our list is overall. So the word overall is used to indicate that you are talking about a situation in general or about whole of something. So you can say the overall strategy suggested by the writer of the article is quite good, but one or two of the details could be improved. Overall, the tone of the book is sarcastic and a commentary on professional ethics. Overall, my visit to Europe is an unforgettable experience for a lifetime. So, while using this word overall, you need to talk about everything about the thing you are talking about or making discussion. But in the end, you will just give one sentence to summarize the things. Because, well, you can use this because linking word to introduce a clause of purpose. You should have a purpose. A clause beginning with because, it always answers the question why. Because I liked the book so much, I gifted one copy of it to my best friend. So he gifted a one copy of the book to the best friend because he liked the book a lot. Because friendships enhance our lives, it's important to cultivate them. Because of a growing population, poverty, unemployment, and lack of resources are a common problems or things in my country. or in many countries. The next linking words for conclusion we have is in conclusion. So this phrase is used at the end of any essay or a speech or some sort of concluding statement. So while writing about a documentary you have seen, or talking about the documentary, you can use this linking word, this linking phrase as in conclusion, I would say that the documentary has widened my mental horizon. In conclusion, walking is cheap, safe, enjoyable, and readily available form of exercise. In conclusion, he made some comments on the need of effective rules relating to supporting the good mental health of the employees. Since we use since as a linking word with a point in time in the past for refer to the period of time. So you can use these sentences. I have long since abandoned the notion that higher education is essential to either success or happiness. So, if you're talking about or you're writing about debate on a topic that higher education leads to more success or happiness, or like so, after the you made some sorts of arguments in or the writing about the pros and cons of something, so you can use this sentence. Or you can say, since childhood, my life has revolved around tennis, so it's my favorite game. So when you are talking about your favorite game or you are talking about your favorite pastime, that time you can say that you love tennis. Since childhood, my life has revolved around tennis, so it's my favorite game. As much as. Well, this linking phrase is generally, we use it to say two things are equal in amount or degree when two things have the same weightage. So you can use as much as. People don't socialize with their neighbors as much as they used to. The trend of joint families is not as much as it used to be in the past. Live a healthy lifestyle as much as possible for a happy and prosperous life. To summarize, we use this linking phrase when you want to establish background or offer an overview of a topic or to just determine the main idea of single source. So you can use summarize as. To summarize, in most cases, the schools were achieving the set standards. To summarize, norms define appropriate and acceptable behavior in specific situations. To summarize, positive images of elderly people and their challenges were depicted by the movie director. Finally, it is used for some closing files or just freeing up the thread. So you can use that. Finally, the day ended with a promise to meet again in summer vacations. Finally, people are returning to naturopathy for a healthy life. Finally, my long cherished dream to meet my grandparents was fulfilled. Hope this video will help you to get good scores. Thank you.